This is my first ride of the new year. Typical. Had this week off work, booked it off so I could have a bit of an extra Christmas holiday, and I managed to fall ill on New Year's Day. I fell ill on New Year's Day on Monday, been ill all week. Didn't feel too bad yesterday, which was Friday. Saturday morning, or Saturday afternoon now, sort of get on Zwift, have a little go, see how my legs feel before I get back onto my training programme at Salicata at UK Bike Fit and Performance Lab. Done for me, ready for the quick season, which the first race I've entered this year so far is on Saturday 30th of March, the road race. So I've never done a road race before, so that should be quite interesting to see how that goes. So let's have a little blast around Zwift today, nothing too strenuous, pretty flat route. Yeah, just see how it goes, see how my legs feel. Ready for my first training session next Tuesday. So I'm halfway through first ride, 12 miles, 233 feet of elevation, and I'll tell you what, I think being ill with a cold these few days is taking more out of me than I thought. So I'm sweating like Fred West building a new patio. So I'll just see how I go. I know there's a bit of a climb to come yet, it's about another 600 feet of climbing to do. So we'll see how I feel at the end of this. At the moment, I'm knackered. See you in a bit. Take this anymore. I've seen it all before. I can't take it. Okay, so I'm about 4 miles further on from where I last said how I felt, and I've now gone from sweating like Fred West digging a patio, feeling like I'm the one going underneath it. I've got another 8 miles to go. I've only done half the climbing, so I've got another 400 feet of elevation. This cold really has taken it out of me more than I thought. Yeah, the lungs don't feel too good. My legs are aching. Everybody's a dick and I'm so bored. Well, that's the end of the first ride of the new year, and after my little cold, my legs are absolutely gone. So 24.2 miles, 24.3 miles, something like that, in 1 hour 15. Yeah, for saying that's a bad day on the bike now, it shows how much fitter I must be and how much stronger I am from maybe like a year and a half ago. So coaching certainly paid off this year. I mean, the results in the hill climb, I've been feeling on the bike and fit, you can testament to that. So I'm going to end the ride now. I'll get myself a shower, something to eat, then I'll have a look back on the data, see what sort of average power I put out. I think I was somewhere in average zone 2 most of the time. And then what I'll do this same circuit next week, next Saturday, and see how much better I feel a week later. So, right, time to go for a shower and get some food. So I've had a little bit of time to relax, get a shower and get some food after the ride. Legs still feeling quite heavy now, and it was, I mean, looking at the time, it's about 2.5 hours ago that I finished that ride. Walking down the stairs, the thighs are feeling a little bit heavy, a little bit sore, but I suppose that's to be expected after not ridden for a week and have been ill. So yeah, I guess that's why not feeling too good. But yeah, got some food down me, feeling a lot better. My plan is now on Tuesday, I start my proper training sessions now that Sally from UK Bike Performance Lab has got for me for this upcoming season. My main sort of directive this season is going to be circuit racing up at Darley Moor, House RT. I think there's 8 rounds there. And I've entered a road race on Saturday the 30th of March over near Melton Mowbray Way over there. Been my first ever road race, category 4, still category 4. I had hoped to move up to Cat 3 by the end of the 2023 season, which I was kind of in with a shout with at the last race of the season. Came out of the final corner at Darley Moor, coming up the hill into the sprint. Unfortunately, someone decided they wanted to cut underneath me a lot quicker than me, and they forced me off the track and onto the grass. So I'd come out of that corner in third wheel, feeling really strong. Unfortunately, ended up on the grass, rolled over the line last. But as I've said to other people before, it was kind of put into perspective when I saw my friend Gus sitting on the grass just after the chicane with his bike in pieces after someone had put him into the rumble strips during the sprint. So yeah, getting pushed off on that last corner wasn't the worst thing in the world to happen to me. So this year it's given me that sort of real impetus that I want to try and get into Cat 3, hopefully halfway through the season. I mean, last year I had a really good result in April at one of the House RT races at Darley Moor, where I finished 6th and got 4 points. And I feel with the training that I'm doing, I can definitely push for more top 10 places and hopefully, well, yeah, if I don't get my Cat 3 by the end of the 2024 season, I think I'll be quite disappointed. I'll see it as a disappointing season. But yeah, that's sort of my directives for this season for racing. There will be the Ilkeston Cycle Club do their Hill Climb Championship during the summer, 6 rounds of that on a Friday night. So I'll hopefully compete in all of those. I did all but one last year because of things that happened in the family during last year. I was off the bike for the best part of a month and a half, so didn't really perform very well in that. But you know, there's a bit of a backstory to that, which I don't really need to go into, to be honest. But I finished the season really strong. Yeah, I thought I did pretty well that last race at Darley Moor, albeit the position was where I finished was bad, but you know, I was in the right position going into the last corner and coming out of it. Then I finished off with the Ilkeston Cycle Club Boxing Day Hill Climb, where I kind of exceeded my expectations. Where I was looking at the people who were racing in that, I was expecting to finish 4th. I thought I may sneak 3rd place if I was really, really lucky, and I did really well. So when my name was called up as finishing 2nd, it took me by surprise a little bit. Finished 2nd to Simon Hale, who this is in the 50 plus category for the old guys now. But finishing 2nd to Simon Hale is no mean feat at all. I mean, the guy races for the British Army, so I think he finished 3rd in the World Cyclocross Championship his age group last year as well. So I don't mind finishing 2nd to him. Although this year he was 10 seconds faster than me. He's normally just 8 seconds quicker than me. So I think the main focus for this YouTube channel is going to be to show. It's more for myself, really, to document my progress through this year, through my different training, the racing, to see how I go. Because I want to. It'd be nice to have to look back and just see how I've progressed and what I've done. Because I'll be 53 in a couple of weeks, and I'm in a position now where I never expected to be. If the majority of people, well, everyone who knows me through cycling now doesn't know me from pre-COVID. Pre-COVID, and we're back to that awful time in everybody's lives. But coming into lockdown, I was almost 17 stone, incredibly unfit, pain every day through arthritis in both my knees. I was probably getting close to being a type 2 diabetic with the kind of junk food that I was eating, and it was asthmatic as well. So all that changed. I dug my bike out of the shed and thought, well, I was getting myself a turbo trainer. I managed to get the last turbo trainer out of Decathlon because the reason was, I was worried about us going into furlough, me being off work, and literally the only exercise I did at that time was walking to and from work, which was just over a mile each way. And I got a bit worried that, if I was just going to be sitting at home all day for any length of time, then the weight was just going to pile on, because I'm a sucker for biscuits and crisps and, well, just food. I love food. Biscuits, though, in particular, are the ones that I can get through quite easily. So yeah, I managed to get hold of the last turbo trainer from Decathlon. Set it up on a bike that I'd bought 5 years earlier and only used 5 times, so I've only done about 70 or 80 miles on it. Signed up to Zwift, and yeah, so from there, I did my first ride on there on the volcano circuit. It was 5 miles. It took me about half an hour, and I went from, you know, being pale skinned to absolutely bright red and thinking I was going to die in that time. It was it was an awful ride, but I stuck at it, and now I've gone down a rabbit hole, and I just keep going further and further down that rabbit hole. New bikes, then another new bike, then start racing, then more kit, then new kit, then join a cycling club, start racing more, do more racing, and then get myself a coach. And yeah, I've gone down a big rabbit hole doing all this, but it's put me in a much better place than I was 4 years ago, back in 2020. Like I say, I was massively unfit, massively overweight. So now if I hadn't taken up cycling, I'd still be fat, I'd still be unfit, but I'd be considerably richer than I am now. However, I think it's better for me to be the way I am now, a lot fitter, a lot slimmer, and not having quite so much money. So I think over the time on this video, on this YouTube channel, I'll probably show you some of the kit that I use, show you because the turbo trainer setup that I've got is pretty much the same one I had. You know, the same bike and everything, it's pretty much the same, but the bikes have changed. For the road bikes, they've changed over the year, and you can just see in the background over there, no, sorry, that way, the Boardman TT bike, which I bought a year and a half ago, and I've still not ridden it yet. And stupid thing is, I bought it from Halfords, just around the corner from where I work, and I could have picked it up on the Monday, but I got all excited and went to pick it up on the Sunday and managed to get a speeding ticket on the way back, so I had to do a speed awareness course. So that bike has cost me quite a lot of money, and I've not even touched it, and I bought it a year and a half ago. So I think, over the course of this year, I'll sort of look and show you some of the kit that I've been using, and just show you, hopefully, my progress, and hopefully me getting into a Cat 3. So we'll come along, have a look, just enjoy the ride with me, and just see where it can take me. All right, thank you very much for watching. And if you do kind of, watch a couple of my videos and you like it, just hit subscribe, just drop me a little comment or something. You don't have to, but it'd be nice if you did. All right, thank you very much. See you.